question of how significant this can't be understated as how potentially significant this find could be. The 23 meters was completely unexpected. Geologically, it surprised us. It translates into a different type of play to what we were expecting, which was the conventional play in the shallower showgrounds. But this deeper Permian play changes everything, and it changes our interpretation of the regional rocks. So as to how confident I am that this will be ultimately a commercial gas discovery, personally, I'm highly confident, but I'm not a geologist, I'm not a geophysicist. We're going to have to leave that to the rocks to prove themselves up, and that will come with the flow testing in due course. The 2 or 3 comparables that we have next to us are the privately owned OGT Wagamba field and the Elixir field a little bit further to the east, and then the Omega field further to the east as well. The difference between our field and their field is that our field is shallower, starting at around that 2,300 through to 2,500 meters, vis-a-vis Elixir and Omegas, which are between that 32 and I think they go down to about 4,200 meters. So our field is shallower and it looks to be up dip, but it is certainly comparable in the thickness of the sands, and that makes us very, very excited and very confident that there will be something there for us. When it comes to resource estimates, of course, we can't say too much. I have to rely on our experts to opine, our geophysicists, but more importantly, we'll be relying on the rocks to deliver us some more definitive information about their porosity, the ability to flow, etc., etc. So how would that shape our next resource estimate? Look, the early interpretations are that we may well be on the edge of or within a basin-centered gas play, and basin-centered gas plays are typically a lot larger than we were expecting. They are multiples of what we were hoping for if it's proven and if the gas flows. So I would expect to see some real upside in the resource estimates if these flow tests come through and the gas flows at the sort of rates that we're expecting it to. Now, as to the Wallabella, we mentioned in our announcement that we weren't able to get the wireline logs wholly passed across the Wallabella formation, and that's because we stopped drilling at about 30 meters deeper than basement, not the full 60 meters that we should have drilled if we could have, but the drilling was challenging and we elected for cost and expedience purposes to pull out and run the wireline logs. But the overlay of the wireline logs with the logging while drilling and the mud logs leads us to believe that there is significant upside pay yet to be discovered in that lower Wallabella formation. So there's a lot more really, really positive news coming out of this.